afternoon, everybody. We're all here to learn about ways to enhance our events. So, as you just heard, I have a brand experience agency called REBEL&SOUL, and we do like to do things a little bit differently. And we like to do this to stand out, to be memorable, to not be the same as the next event. What is an event if it's not remembered? According to neuroscience, and this was the thing that really scared me, making a long-lasting, memorable event was almost impossible. Almost impossible. In today's world. This wasn't talking about 20, 30, 40 years ago. In today's world, it's almost impossible. This is statistically and scientifically. So that freaked me out. And the main problem is that these events are non-essential information. And we are programmed to remember the essential, to take that in. But, you know, fun event, our brains don't need to remember that. So this was really good on one hand. It made me feel a lot better about the fact that I regularly forget where I put my keys in the morning. But in terms of events, it was really bad news. How was I going to get people to remember the events that we were privy to? And then I read on. And then the stats got even worse. So next I started reading about our attention spans. And roll back to the sort of pre-millennium time, the time when all of us had smartphones. And depending on which report you read, the statistics would say that our average attention span was somewhere between about 30 or 45 minutes. Microsoft did a report last year, and in the age of the smartphone, that's changed a little bit. 8 seconds. That's even less than a goldfish. They are currently beating us on an average of 9 seconds. So not only are we naturally programmed to filter out a lot of this information, we're now totally screwed because we're just using our smartphones the whole time and we're not actually taking any of this in. If you don't get their attention, they can't create a short-term memory. And if they don't create a short-term memory, there is no chance of us creating a long-term one. Anticipation affects everything. So it affects, number one, perception. So in this scenario, perception. What do you think of me? It affects attention is the second thing. How long you're going to focus on me. And I'm crossing fingers and toes, it's more than 8 seconds. And number 3, memory. How long you remember me and this event, or this talk. So we need this anticipation to have this pre-event neural activity to make sure that we think, oh, this is unexpected, and that we start to want to remember it. Now, welcome to one of our new gadgets. This is a mind-reading coffee machine. So this works on a little EEG, and depending on how much you focus, and he's trying very hard right this moment to focus, it makes you a coffee based on how focused you are, strength-wise. So there's a few reasons why this one's great fun. It plays on the senses is the most important reason, and the E stands for emotions involved. You know, it looks quite fun, it sounds quite fun. More importantly, because of the coffee smell, you are engaging a huge amount of human emotion, because smell is responsible for 75% of human emotion. So any time that you can play with smell of an event, it's hugely powerful. Think of automatic room atomizers. It'd be an easy tech way to include it. And then touch, because to be able to get involved and actually really play with these gadgets and have some fun with them, interact with them, that's also going to create emotion and memory. Thank you very much for listening.